Ubiest of the tubiest. The best YouTube subscribers on the planet. That's you. And I'm 50 plus. Today, I want to chat a little bit. Hopefully, I don't take up a whole lot of y'all's time. I'll try to be brief. I've had a couple of conversations with one gentleman was a trainer, currently a trainer, and another one who is waiting in line to become a trainer here at Melton. And so I had a good conversation with a trainer who questioned himself on a few things. I'm not a counselor. I can just speak my experience from experience. That's it. That's all I can do. I can share with you issues that I've had and how I overcame them, and hope that they may be able to help you. They may not be the way you can solve these issues, but again, allergy season, okay? So y'all see me do this every year. My eyes get crazy. You see me do it every year. So I'm gonna be dapping and rubbing and stuff while I'm talking to you. Ain't being rude. Okay. So anyways, the experiences that I have and the way I handle them may be a little bit different than yours. And I'm hoping that I can speak to you and you would take this advice in general, okay? So one issue this trainer was having was getting over the fact that after spending 3 weeks with a student and then upgrading them to their own truck, shortly after, they are no longer Melton employees. They have moved on. And for a trainer or mentor, is what I like to describe us as, it can mess with you. It can mess with you mentally, because you can have a sense of failure when that happens. And let me explain something to you guys. I want you to relieve yourself of that burden, because we are all individuals. We have the ability to make up our own minds and do the things that we believe are reasonable and good and right for ourselves and our family. And that's the same thing that goes on with these students. Now, the next thing is they are in a different, they have a different paradigm than we do as trainers. Which is kind of why I kind of get a little bit, defensive towards students, okay? These guys and gals have sacrificed time to get their CDL. And let's just say it took, let's just for short term say 4 weeks, okay? After they have acquired their CDL, let's just give it a week, and then they're in an orientation somewhere. So now we're up to week 5. So if they came to Melton, they are going to do another 2 weeks of orientation. Now we're at week 7. And then if they had to wait a week or so for a trainer, we could be at week 8. And then they're going to get on a trainer's truck for 3 weeks. Now we're at week 11. If they were not at home when they started this process, we're 11 weeks away from family. And depending on the age of your student, they either have no family or friends that they're missing, and they may be okay, or they're young and have a young family and a young wife and ain't been around them for 11 weeks, and They probably hadn't been detached. At least he probably hadn't been detached from his wife or girlfriend for 11 days in the time he met her. You understand? And so a lot sets in. You're gonna notice it because every time the truck stops, they grab their phone and they go. They ain't even put themselves. You guys are gonna understand. You're gonna recognize what I'm telling you. They hadn't even put themselves on duty for the post-trip and low check tire check. They popped the brake literally and grabbed their phone and they headed out the door. You got to stop and say, wait. Remember, when you pop the brake, we got to do something with the Coil company. They go, oh, yeah, sorry. And they go to putting themselves on duty, and then, they'll get out the truck and do the walk around and, make sure, all the tires are still there and all the lights are still blinking. And they'll get back in and do something. I don't know what the heck they do, but then they get right back out, they go. Never put themselves off duty, never did they VIR, and that's because their headspace is gone. They're someplace else. But they have been detached from the people that they love, the people that's in their life. They've been detached from them for this long period of time, and that's never been a part of them. They've always been with their peeps. So they may be older guys like us, and I've been married for 30 years, and every Friday I'm going to get home. I'm going to be home. I don't care where this truck is, but I'm going to be home. I'm not going to not see my wife on weekends. That is just not going. It's not going to be a thing. You understand? The strongly as I feel about that. Us older guys, man. Hey, look, yeah, we know our wife gonna be there when we get home. We ain't worried about the same kind of stuff them young guys are worried about, right? We ain't worried about that. But we still have that responsibility at the house. Okay, we see family and matters a little bit different, and so even the older guys, they will bail out, man. Listen, they've been gone for 11 weeks or on average, maybe less than that, okay? But that detachment from home, man, it's a monster, brother. That's a monster. I don't care how good a trainer you are, you're not going to defeat that beast. You understand? But you do have to understand that, okay? You need to realize that you're not going to beat that beast. And if you are, though, when they get in their truck and they take that first home time, brother, they might be 12, 13 weeks out by then. And they get home and they see the baby and they see the mama and the kids and stuff. The pack of wild horses ain't dragging them out of there. There's nothing that you could have done to stop that from happening. And that's just that person was not ready. And they may never be, they may start, I don't know, mowing grass for a living. I don't know. But here we go. The other side of that is being gone for them is not something that can be, it just can't happen. Okay, and you may be able to look at the other side of that coin, that you have given them the ability to do what we do, at some level, at a sustainable level that they can grow from. You've given them a foundation, and maybe they're going to go work at a local company where they're home every day, and that person is still in behind the wheel of his trucks. They're still using the skills that you gave them. They're still being able to do what a man does, which is provide for himself and for his family. Excuse me. I get back with you there, Brian. I hope that worked out. Listen, I was getting a call, and the call was coming in. So anyways, they're still been able to do man stuff, you know, go out there and kill it and bring it home. And you was able to help them achieve those goals as a trainer. So at the end of the day, it's what we do, man. I mean, our goal is to help someone, provide for their family, help a man feel like a man. You know, we lack something when we're not productive. That's just the bottom line, okay? And if they leave and they go in to do work someplace else where they can be home daily, they was going to do that anyway. That was just, I don't care who would have been training them. So don't beat yourself up about that. Just know that you did what you're supposed to do. Guys sometimes don't complete, okay? So a lot of trainers will feel some sort of guilt that their student decided to take an early leave, you know, and they're thinking, wow, man, you know, he just completed his second week. What's going on? You know, why did he leave? And you know, I offer one of two things. First thing, I'll offer you some self-reflection. Look in here, look in the history, look what's been going on between you and your student. Did you guys have a good rapport? Did you maintain a atmosphere in the truck where somebody other than you wouldn't mind being in there? Okay. If you were not the deterrent, don't beat yourself up about it. Okay. I had a student who drove well, secured, you know, not a problem. You know, first week we're out there working together, knocking it out. Okay. That second week, when I, you know, get them set up where the strap should go, and then I just go, you know, sit in the air conditioner, and they start throwing them straps. Yeah. And then we had the tarp on top of the loads, and I made sure that I got on top, and I laid him out. He was a little bit big guy, but I went up on top of the load, and I laid the tarps out, right? And I bungeed the middle, bungeed the corners. And then I went back and shot DC. Lay in, boy. When he got done with them tarps, he almost came and took like that. It was wiping sweat. Yeah, I knew this wasn't gonna be good. I knew it wasn't gonna be good, man. You know, I mean, eat some Gatorade, man. Drink some Gatorade, and you know, let a little bit of time pass by, drink some water. You know, when he finally got his breath, I know it was. I'm getting the hell out of here. He didn't say that, but that's what he meant. You know. And sure enough, we went to the hotel, man. I dropped him off for the weekend when I went for home time on weekend on Friday. Saturday, I boy on the first thing flying. He gone. Dude. It's just not for everybody. You're not going to make someone who's not physically ready for this job to be physically ready for it. Okay? So, hey, dude, in one instance, if a guy don't complete, it might be you. You may have to do some self-checking and make sure that you know that you brush your teeth and you ain't done breath stank them out the truck. Okay? And if it's not you, you can see physical limitations or something with this person. You can't beat yourself up about it, man. Let him go head on and be happy someplace else and do something different. Driving may be good for me, and I have talked to guys. Listen, man, you know, if you're gonna leave. I get that, but you drove good. If you like this, try drive-in, try reefer. You know, something that not reefer. Refrigerated trucks. You know, and they're gonna be a lot less on you know, on the muscles. They're gonna be, you know, pretty heavy on the butt sittings. But, you know, if you don't mind gaining a whole bunch more weight, then, you know, go try them other things, but don't give up on it. You're doing good. You know, kind of encourage them a little bit. And that also helps you with closure as well. Everybody focus on trainees and make sure they net, and the trainers is brown nosing. I don't know, but a lot of focus is put on the trainees. But who talks to the trainers about these traumatic experiences that they get when they have someone in their truck and they've shared with them, and all looks well, all is super, and they get off your truck and you text and you call, and they won't call you, they won't text you, they won't return anything, and the experience seemed to be positive. I don't understand, and that happened to me on 2 occasions. And one occasion I ran into my student. I said, "Man, I've been trying to reach you." He says, "Yeah, no, I just kind of really don't like to talk on the phone." And then, and he didn't, because he didn't do it when he was on the truck. And we had a good long conversation, laughed and joked, and had a good time, and there was no hard feelings. Okay, so guys, just because they don't communicate with you again afterward doesn't mean that your breath was stinking and you made them nausea the whole time they was on your truck. That ain't always the case. Could be in yours, but not in all cases. That ain't it. People just don't always communicate like we would like for them. We do like to know how things are going, that they was successful in that first load. And when you don't get that, man, there's a feeling of loss as a trainer. Okay, and I offer you this before I get off this. We're at 17 minutes. I offer this before we go. Hey guys, I'm the student that's on my truck with me right now is student number 31 here at Melton. I regret 0 of those students, and I've picked up something in memory for each one, and all positives. Even the one that sweat himself out there trying to put them tops on. His back sweat is still on the seat. That's been 20 students ago. So all of y'all been in this seat, you done got his back sweat. Thank you for taking it off of him for me. I take something strong, something positive from each one of my students, and I just hope that I've made a strong and positive impact on each one of them. And as a trainer, I just want you guys to be encouraged. Don't give up. There's still another guy out there, another gal out there that needs you, and they need you to be sane mind, clean thought, so that you can give them the foundation that they need to be successful in this industry. Notice I didn't say successful here at Melton, although that's our goal. That's our goal. But if it don't happen that way, you should be satisfied with what you've done to help this person reach their goal, just like someone helped you. Stay positive. Till I see you again, deliver undistracted. Here's your boop. Boop.